G'day guys, so this is a video highlighting the cleans and the clean variations that we'll be doing in this program in 5 minutes or less, which is probably unheard of. So we're obviously not going to cover every single detail, but we're going to start obviously right here with the power clean. So you'll notice we set up very similar to a conventional deadlift. We want to make sure we get in position like we would a deadlift. We leg press the floor, float the bar up, catch it in a high position so we don't have to catch it in a squat. One of the things I want to take notice of here is, and it took me a long time to understand this term, but to have loose arms. So that doesn't mean we don't have any tension in our upper body at all, but a lot of times these big strong guys will try to muscle up the bar, and there definitely is a time to do that. With what we're trying to do, we want it to be a full body movement, really especially highlighting our hips. So when you set up for a power clean or a hang clean, you want to make sure that your arms, your upper back is on tension, but your arms are relatively loose, so you're pulling with your hips and your legs. This right here is a hang clean, and so what we do is we pick it up like a deadlift, we pause at the top, simply bring your hips back, and then violently bring your hips forward, and then we float the bar up. So here is in slow motion, hips come back, abs stay tight, heels stay down on the ground, chest stays high, and then when it comes time to perform the concentric part of the movement, you swing your hips forward, float the bar up, think about what that term means, and then catch it in that front rack position. So that's the hang clean. Next we'll be going into the clean itself, aka the squat clean. And there's no difference. All we're doing now is we're just catching it down in the hole. So it can be a little bit more intimidating, but but as long as you are confident in your abilities and you're not going too heavy, you'll be just fine. Now, one thing I want to bring up real quick before I close off the voiceover session of this video is you want to make sure that you don't beat the bar down. You want to make sure that you kind of move with the bar. If you beat the bar down, essentially you're waiting for 45 pounds plus, because of the bar and then whatever weight is on there, and it's going to come down crashing onto you, and it's not a very fun feeling. So really make sure that you move with the bar, so you're in sync with it, and it's a lot easier on your body, it's a lot smoother of a movement, and then you'll be able to stay braced as you come right back up. So here we go, leg press the floor, hips back, hips came forward, floated the bar up, met the bar coming down, and then braced, kept our elbows high, and now we exhale strong as we bring it all the way up. So there it is.
Okay guys, so this is the 4-position clean. So by now you should be pretty proficient at doing a power clean and a hang clean. The actual clean, or the squat clean as a lot of people like to call it, should still be a bit of a challenge, but you should be progressing nicely. So this is kind of one of those exercises where you really have to find the rhythm of the movement, but you really have to concentrate as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up just like we would a power clean or a squat clean. We're going to start off the floor, that's position 1. Position number 2 will be just below the kneecap. Position number 3 just above the kneecap, and then position 4 right at the hip crease. So I'm going to go through this once, slow it down, watch as many times as you need to. Definitely start light, increase the weight in small poundages or kilos, whatever you're using, and progress from there. But always make sure you're taking note of the weights you're using, so that way you can keep getting better. Here we go. There you have it, the 4-position clean. Your hips are everything in this movement. Loose arms, strong explosive hips, and awareness. Have fun with this one. By now you should be turning into a monster.